Hi there, I'm Rita Dunaway, the National Legislative Strategist for the Convention of States Project, and I just wanted to share a few things from my national perspective that I thought could really be useful for you all as state leaders. I've had the privilege over the past few years of working with state leaders from just about every state in the nation. And over that time, I've picked up on a few common pitfalls that state leaders can fall into that keep their teams from enjoying the maximum possible legislative success, which I know is what we all want. So today, I want to briefly share with you 3 of these common pitfalls. The first one has to do with timing. A lot of state teams spend the interim period, that time when the state legislature is not in session, solely focused on planning, hosting tables at events, and that sort of thing. Now, those are great activities that we definitely need to be doing, but it is absolutely a mistake to miss this opportunity of connecting with legislators while they are at home in their districts during the interim period. And this actually leads right into the second pitfall. The second pitfall I've observed is for a handful of state leaders in a state to think that they are the ones who should be doing all the meeting with legislators. What we have learned from experience, and I specifically have learned this working in my home state of Virginia, is that state legislators are most likely to be influenced by their own constituents. This makes it absolutely ideal for rank and file COS volunteers to schedule meetings with their own legislators while they are at home in their own districts during the interim period. And finally, the third pitfall. This is another one that I have seen in many states and also experienced myself. The third pitfall is for state leaders to think that legislators will decide whether to support COS based solely on logic and reason, that the person who can present the best arguments for COS is the best person to win over the legislator. Now, this may be true in some cases, but what I have observed is that in the vast majority of cases, legislators who start out sort of on the fence are won over because they see that there is a strong group of committed activists in their own district who will be voting in the next election. Now, have you noticed that these 3 pitfalls all build up to an obvious action plan? As a state leadership team, the best thing that you can do right now to ensure legislative success is to inspire and motivate your district captains and volunteers to have as many meetings with their legislators as possible in their home districts. I have seen this strategy used with success on many tough cases, and it will work in your state too. Now, this is what Operation Steady Flow is all about. So let's get out there and do it big. I'm here to help. Your regional director is ready to help, and the whole national team is cheering for you. Thanks again for your service.